Louisiana Beer Reviews Harpoon Dunkin Coffee Porter. This limited edition 2018 offering is 6% alcohol, 28 international bitterness units. It says, now they got the flavor and specialty on the back. Classic porter with Dunkin coffee, dark brown and black. They got it checked off. Aroma, espresso, dark chocolate. Taste, roasty, malty, smooth. Okay, well, let's see about that. Enjoy by 10:23 a.m. on February 15, 2019. This showed up in October in Louisiana. Actually, October 31st, Halloween day. We don't get a lot of Harpoon beers like we used to get. And I'm hoping they'll come back. I did try a Harpoon IPA. My friend David gave me a bottle, a can, and he said it's out of date. The hops will be gone. And I tried it. I said the hops were not gone. I said I was surprised. I should have made a video. I told him. I said because it had a strong amount of bitterness. Okay, anyway, I'm curious to try this. There is a Dunkin' Donuts in this town. It's right there on US Highway 61 westbound, the westbound side of the highway. All right, that is very dark. Now the sun is still behind that ridge line. You can see it's coming up here right after 8 a.m. So without the direct light hitting it, it just looks black. But if the sun shows up before this video is over, you'll start seeing some red, I do believe. There's no wind. There's totally still air right now, but still, even though there's no sound here. Usually you'll hear some crackling, maybe a little crickle, crackle, but basically nothing. Creamy, beige head, and the brown appearance. Now, there's quite a few video reviews already, and I intend to watch them all. It gets a very good score on Beer Advocate, 78 out of 100. Rate Beer saying, no, it's only a 50 out of 100, so they're saying it's not good, and in fact, in style, it's downright bad, a 40 out of 100. 60% bad, 60% bad, and only 40% good. And Untapped's going to 72, so I don't know. We about to find out, though. Yeah, rich. Coffee, cream, chocolate, barley malt. Okay. Is it anything remarkable or unusual or new? No, not really, because I've had coffee type flavored and chocolate infused porters in the past, and I usually enjoy them. All right, usually, not always. Let's go with the taste. But see, with the Dunkin' name, it's going to get a lot more attention. I saw half the videos that came up were news reports. I think it was even in the paper. The Associated Press had a report about Dunkin' and Harpoon. Nice lacing. It's not a sweet coffee, though. It's like coffee and cream, but with no sugar, which some people can't stand. I do that all the time. Coffee with creamer, but I prefer the half and half the cream or milk with no sugar. Now, my first cup in the morning, I add a teaspoon of sugar. So it's that kind of flavor. So it's not a sweet beer. It's like a dry porter, really. Seems like fairly heavily roasted malts. 28 IBUs, huh? Don't really pick that up, but I guess maybe the sweetness of the malt is canceling out the bitterness of the bitterness units. Kind of round beer sort of thing. Mouthfeel is high medium. So it has some body to it. It's as if you had coffee with cream, giving it the body, the velvety body. Yeah, and a mostly dry finish. Not dry like a lager dry, like Bud Light dry. That's a different type of dry. This is like a powdery dry, like a baker's powdery, yeah, powdery baker's chocolate dry. It's a different experience. So on the Cyclops scale, it'd be like 2 out of 5 sugar cubes, and to me it'd probably be 2 out of 5 bitterness units. I really don't think it's too sweet or too bitter. Is it sweet enough or bitter enough? Now that would be a preference thing. You know, I can't say that if it's too or not enough. Love beer, love life. Now it's got the enjoy by date, guys, the best by date. When's the born on date? I don't see a born on date. Put the damn date without a code that I gotta decipher. All right, well, I don't see coded or uncoded or nothing. Sometimes it'll be some black writing on a brown bottle, but I don't see that. I do like the fact that Harpoon uses the brown bottles. You know, I guess we still get the UFO. It should be UO. Unfiltered is one word, but they call it UFO. I think we still get that fairly commonly. But the Harpoon branded, don't see that too much. I think it's appropriate for what it should be if you're trying to appeal to the Dunkin' people, Dunkin' Donuts, now Dunkin' people, because it has that coffee flavor. And if you eat it with a donut, like say if you had a chocolate donut, you know, a chocolate covered glazed donut, it would work real well. It wouldn't be too sweet. But you wouldn't want this to be too sweet and then eating donuts. I don't know how people can take all that sweet on sweet on sweet. Some people like it. I can't stand it. But I think this would really offset a bear claw or a cake donut, or like I said, a chocolate glaze. Oh yeah. I gotta save some for the photo and the review, written review. I think it's a winner, a real winner. I would be willing to buy some more and do a revisit, buy a 6-pack. The store manager at Mathern's, where I bought it, was asking me what I thought about it because I told him I bought one. I said I hadn't tried it yet. He was impatient, I think, for me to untry it, so I wanted to do it. And he said they couldn't get too many of them in, too many 6-packs, so it's very limited around here. And I checked the locate this beer on the Harpoon website. It only showed that store, so if you wait around, almost assuredly you won't be able to try it because it's going to sell out. He says it's been selling like crazy. People see Dunkin' Donuts, you know, Dunkin', oh, you know, that approach. So if you don't buy it in a week, forget it. You won't see it. Maybe next year. All right, so a winner, I would say, and I was thinking about that before I put the glass down, I'll say an A. An A, most excellent. Now, that might seem crazy for a so-called gimmick beer, but I don't think it's crazy. I think it really is a most excellent beer from a company that I know other people just go off on Harpoon. It just makes them mad. They get so angry about Harpoon. But I always have liked Harpoon, and that's the way I feel about it. And I'm going to say, laissez les bon temps rouler. The sun is just not coming above that roof line fast enough, but that's all right. Makes a lot of glare anyway. And y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.